Mm. Hello guys, I am here in the shop today. I'm taking advantage of not having to be at the office where the kayaks and the river are and my boat and everything. I've been spending an awful lot of time there and kind of neglecting this space, which is just a cool place to hang out. There's so much of my stuff here, even though this is at my buddy's house. Like all the drawers that I made that used to be in my house in Gibsonton, the workshop, my giant vise. Yeah, as I look around a place like this, I'm usually inspired. Something sparks a memory, and I say, well, "That's right. I was going to build that." I kind of miss that, you know. I mean, between the beer crusher and I don't know, a myriad of other things that as I look around, I see that I've built in the past. It makes me think of doing that again, and it's really hard to do when you're running a business. And of course, the business has been tricky lately, not only because I'm forced to be closed, but because of how busy the river's been. I know I've mentioned it once or twice, and I've probably come across as a little bit angry with boaters. The reason for that is I thought perhaps I was just being overly concerned about people that I was putting in the water. Paddlers. Paddlers have this much freeboard between them and the water, you know, between the gunnel and the water. And yeah, I tend to worry about people. I don't want them getting swamped, run over. I don't want them to lose their stuff or their life, goodness forbid. And I started to wonder if perhaps I was being a little bit, what's the word, you know, exaggerating, a little hyperbole perhaps sneaking into my worries, you know. Like, come on, is that really going to happen, you know? Being on the water is dangerous. Anyways, even if there were no boaters. But I'm starting to hear stories again and again and again. Yesterday, my friend Steve, you've seen him in a bunch of videos, he came by. Steve is driving around on his new canoe with a 5-horse motor on it. And he told me he got hit by a boat. A boat actually came up and hit him. And he described the situation, and I think perhaps he should have probably not been right in the middle of the river where he was, but still, a boat, and not the wake, the boat hit him. The front of this 18-foot boat kind of pushed his new canoe under the water, and there was a lot of cursing and yelling and ugliness, and that was yesterday morning. Then during the day, the doors to my shop were open because we were experimenting with a soft opening. I haven't plugged in the phones. I haven't really gone back to work. But a customer of mine who has bought a bass raider from me and a roundabout from Todd, he's rented kayaks and has really been loving the small boat experience. He told me yesterday out of the blue, he's like, dude, what's with people on the river? He's like, it's ridiculous. There's so many people. And he doesn't feel safe on a bass raider. He says, you know, between the gas motor, the trolling motor, and him and his wife and the cooler, the bass raider was so low in the water that a few times wakes from boats were coming up into his boat. And he's like, they don't even look at you. They don't slow down. And he was so upset. And I saw a reflection of what I've been saying in his statements. It's becoming a zoo out there on the river. And again, there's so many things that I want to do. So, I'm flip-flopping so much lately about, you know, the business and what the future of it is. I think I have to take a little bit more time off, even though the stay-at-home has been lifted, I think, in my area, at least partially. I'm still not going to open the doors yet, officially. If I'm there, the doors are open, and you know, there's a chance. A few people have come by. They got lucky. The doors were open, and I was there, and I've been sitting and talking with them. This is very recently, in the past couple of days. I know before that, there have been a few people wanting to visit, and I just could not open the doors. I would not break the rules. I was trying to be very compliant, and it was very difficult. So it's been stressful. It's really hard to turn people away sometimes. But at the same time, I'm thinking about all these projects that have to be done. So I might be there at the office over the next couple of weeks, but I think more likely I'm just going to take a little bit more time for me to maybe drive a boat somewhere else. Maybe I'll go hang out with Steve over at where he's from, and he's told me he knows of a couple cool spots where we can catch trout and maybe some snook and get away from the boat traffic. That'd be nice. My friend Mike Steen and I have been bandying about the ideas of another big boat ride on his boat, Good Times. All coming up soon. So I think I'm not ready to go back into business yet. These are hard decisions to make. So that's kind of why I've been slacking on the videos a little bit lately, because I don't even know what to tell you guys. But I did want to be open and honest about it and give you guys an update. So there it is. Coffee with Marty today was in a slightly different location than normal. But I'll try to share these moments with you every opportunity I get. And, you know, we'll see. I think there's some good times coming up and good adventures on the water coming up. So stay tuned.